Alright everybody, welcome to our first version of this Student Minute. It's going to be a quick couple of minutes here discussing some things impacting you. And the first one is called Two Kinds of People, and this is a challenge. And the challenge is going to make you think about whether you are an architect or a floater. And that will make sense here soon. So two kinds of people. You know, there are lots of these little memes and images on the internet with two kinds of people. So we have dog lovers or cat lovers and people who eat the whole piece of pizza or leave out the crust. We have iOS versus Android, people who clean up their mailbox and those who don't. Unfortunately, I'm one who doesn't. But I'm going to give you a new one to think about today, and that is, are you an architect or a floater? Yeah, that doesn't really make much sense, does it? Here's what it comes down to. Architects are people that design their own lives. They make it happen. They figure out, here's what I want, here's my dream, and here's how I'm going to make it happen, even if the road isn't very clear for them, or even if there are obstacles in their way. On the other hand, you have floaters. These are people who are just going to go with the flow and do whatever. Their lives aren't really very goal-driven. They just kind of, whatever, see how it goes. And for some of these people, it ends up being okay, and for some of these people, it ends up not being very okay, because the reality is, if you just go with the flow, well, you don't really know how it's going to result. And one thing that I've grown to believe is that it's about choice. That's really how we succeed, is by making effective choices. If you want to make your life great, you have to make sure you choose to make it great. So really what this is all about is helping you to be able to hit a home run in your life, per se. There we go. And really, if you're going to hit a home run, you need to be able to choose. So when you look at a lot of these people who are super famous, very successful, really by a lot of different gauges, you know, it could be successful based upon money, but that's not really what I think most of us really view success as being. Yeah, that's a piece of it, but really success is about happiness, and success is about accomplishing our goals. So if we're going to accomplish our goals, I think we all agree that floating through life really isn't the way, because if you're just going to float, well, how are you going to make those tough decisions? How are you going to persevere when things get tough? What are you going to do when you fail the first time? Because the reality is we all fail at some point in time, even in the things that we're best at and that we care about most. Are you going to be resilient? I'd say probably not if you're just floating. But if you're somebody who's really there trying to build your own path, if you're an architect, somebody who's going to design the way, figure out the model and make it happen, well, I think you're going to really stick to it even when times get rough. And that's what makes all these people famous, whether it be athletes, politicians, you name it. Anybody who's successful fits in this category. Here's our challenge. For the month of March, I want you to try to take a step in being the architect of your future. So you're going to make a goal for one positive change or one positive thing of learning that's going to impact you related to your goals. Tell me what it is that you're going to work on, and you have to work on it every day for the rest of the month. You're going to check in with me daily about your progress, and then maybe if you stick to it for the whole month, you'll have a prize waiting for you. Why is this? Well, the reality is proving yourself wrong and really getting that first step towards success, that first time when you say, you know what, this is what I want, I don't know if I can do it, but you actually accomplish it, that really helps you quite a bit. Here's a quote from William Jennings Bryan. The way to develop self-confidence is to do the thing you fear and get a record of successful experiences behind you. Do the thing you fear, not necessarily like you're scared to death of like jumping off a bridge with a parachute on, but more like, hey, let's do the thing that I'm a little bit nervous about. I know it's important, but I don't know if I can do it. But destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. It is not a thing to be waited for. It is a thing to be achieved. So let's go achieve it. If you're interested, think about your goals for today and tomorrow. In other words, what you want to accomplish now in your life and what you're thinking about down the line. Email me that you're interested, include your goal if you have one already, and if you don't, I can help you figure one out. And be cautious of your inner voice. That got cut off a little bit, but don't be afraid if you're thinking, somebody's going to think I'm goofy for doing this. Who cares? If somebody thinks you're goofy for trying to make yourself better, that's their problem. That's probably not somebody you want to hang out with. All right? So if you're interested, send me an email, and remember, it's your life. It's up to you to make good choices, and hopefully when you make those choices, you will choose to be great. All right? Send me an email. I hope that you guys are interested, and have a great day.